there, friends. I'm first line meteorologist Keith Gibson here in the Weather Center on this Friday morning. I hope you are having a great start to your Friday here. We have mild temperatures today. We have the Arctic deep freeze coming in this weekend, and I do want to spend some time to get you prepared for this Arctic air as it comes on in here. First, let's go ahead and check out a couple of our sky cams here. We have just a little bit of sunshine. You can see that showing up in Appleton right now. Not too bad. And also down towards Oshkosh, we've had a little bit of sunshine. Let me move over to our SkyCam network here. So there's a little bit of sun out there, but also notice our temperatures. We are in the low 30s in many spots here, right around freezing already. And that is a sign of this milder air that is briefly infiltrating northeastern Wisconsin here. All right, so let's get into your discussion on this Friday. First, let me turn my lights on here, and there we go. Looks much better there. All right, so our severe weather outlook, we've kind of boosted things up just a little bit Saturday night through Wednesday morning to high, because this is going to be a really cold Arctic air mass coming on in here. Likely the coldest air of the winter so far, and it may end up being the coldest air of the winter for the entire season. We'll just see how things go later on after this, but wind chills early next week by Monday morning and Tuesday morning could be as cold as minus 30 to minus 40. The risk of frostbite and hypothermia will be increasing here dramatically as we go throughout the next couple of days. And we just want to advise you to limit your exposure to the cold, cover up your exposed skin if you will be outdoors, and bring in your pets here as we go throughout the next couple of days, because it is going to be very, very chilly after today. And this is going to be a 5-day event, we think, for at least the most extreme activity here. So this starts to come on in tonight. It's chilly Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This Arctic air is spilling on into northeastern Wisconsin. Just so you are prepared, this is what's happening here. We'll likely be in the teens on Saturday, but Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, these will be the 3 coldest days with highs around 0 plus or minus, and I think we'll be really working awfully hard to get a high above 0 on Monday. So that's very, very cold. Even with mostly sunny skies, it's going to be very difficult to get temperatures above 0. So our wind chills obviously will be much, much colder than that, as we've been describing. So that's the kind of cold air coming on in right from the Arctic, the frozen tundra up north in Canada, Siberia. That air mass is coming our way. Now I want to put things into perspective here. It could always be colder. At this point, we don't envision any record low temperatures. Those are in the minus 20s and minus 30s, actual air temperature. And the consecutive days of sub-zero temperatures are extreme, and we won't reach those levels. But the longest streak of highs at or below 0 in Green Bay, 10, and the longest such streak of below 0 or 0 to below 0 readings at night, 19. So we will be nowhere near that, but it is going to be quite chilly here as we get into the weekend and early next week. So that's what's coming. Do not be shocked that it is going to be much colder when you wake up in the morning. So savor today. We have temperatures that will be we're already at 32 in a good chunk of the area here. Should be in the upper 30s, low 40s through the Fox Valley and the Lake Shores, mid 30s, upper 30s up north. A lot of cloud cover. There's a little bit of sun out there, but fairly cloudy today. Those gusty winds will continue too. Again, they've been gusting around 25, 30 miles per hour so far today. Could be a little bit higher this morning into the afternoon. This is all out ahead of an Arctic cold front, so it's going to be gusty and mild today with highs anywhere from the mid 30s to low 40s. The average right now is 25, so well above that. Where is the Arctic front this morning? It is in southern Canada, about ready to push across the border. And once that moves through here this evening, our winds will become northwesterly, and that will stop the free-flowing mild air that is coming in from the south and just shake things up and give us a really bad reality check, I guess you could say. But, it is January, climatologically speaking. This is the coldest time of the year, so it should be no surprise that it's going to get cold again. But we go up and down here, and we average things out, and that's where we get the normal temperatures. So we go above and below when we average things out. So we have to go below since we're above today to kind of balance things out. That's what Mother Nature likes to do. So predictor shows the cold front sweeping through, likely moving through at some point this evening. We're still going to be in the 30s this evening, but by the time you wake up, likely teens and single digits in the region. We'll hover in the teens for most of our Saturday. Now, it's going to be mostly sunny tomorrow, so your Saturday is actually looking pretty good from a weather standpoint. If you are indoors, you can look out and likely see a lot of sunshine. There will be some clouds and some lake effect snow here across the UP and also across lower Michigan, but we are on the drier side of the lake here with this setup here, so we will not expect any significant snow for a while. So Saturday is looking pretty quiet. Sunday also fairly sunny around here. There's some clouds being depicted on predictor, but I think this is the forecast model actually picking up and trying to turn ultra cold air into some cloud cover here. So this should be a lot of sunshine, but there will be a lot more lake effect in the UP and also in western lower Michigan. So if you're traveling north or over into the lower peninsula of Michigan, it's going to be snowy, cloudy, warmer than us here. We'll have the sunshine, but it's just going to be bitterly cold here for your weekend. Now, as far as you snow lovers, keep dreaming. I have no good news to report. The outlook for any sizable winter weather that would produce a lot of snow here is dim at this time. This is the snow potential from the European model through next Friday. And this is actually picking up on some scattered snow showers that could move through at the end of next week. So until then, we don't really expect hardly anything. But the lake effect snow machine will continue across the UP and parts of the lower peninsula of Michigan. We need water to be west of us to really produce lake effect, and we will not have that here. So that's why we don't really expect any sizable snow anytime soon. So we're Super 7 day. We've got 41 today. If you're doing traveling today, it should be pretty decent around here. Temperatures will be in the 30s and 40s, 46 in Madison, pushing 50 down there in Chicago. So you can see how warm it's going to be in the region today. But behind that front, it's going to be much, much colder tomorrow. But for travel purposes, outside of the UP and the lower peninsula of Michigan, we should be in pretty good shape. You definitely want to have a winter weather survival kit in your car this time of year. You want to have blankets if you get stranded somewhere. You just want to have some gear there to keep you warm, and obviously some high-calorie foods like peanut butter or something like that, just in case you are trapped somewhere during these dangerously cold conditions. But travel-wise, it's actually looking pretty good. It's basically just going to be cold. -2 for a low on Sunday morning, a 2 for a high, 2 above zero. And our wind chills on Sunday morning, likely -15 to -25, if not colder. A lot of these really cold values during these mornings will be northwest of the Fox Valley, but we're really going to be cold area-wide here. So that's our Sunday, mostly sunny, blustery cold. Monday is Martin Luther King Day. It's a holiday. School is off, thankfully, because we will have even colder wind chill values in the morning. This would be 7 o'clock Monday morning, a wind chill of -25 to -35 to maybe -40 here across the North Woods, and a high of only -1. It's very rare that we would have high temperatures that do not get to zero, so we could have one of those days on Monday. Monday night, Tuesday morning, the actual air temperature down to about -13 or colder in some spots, and our wind chills will be extreme too. A high of 0, again, if we're lucky there. And Tuesday morning wind chills could be -30 to -40 across a good chunk of northeastern Wisconsin. So I think Monday morning, Tuesday morning, the two really cold days as far as the wind chill. It's still going to be very cold as far as the actual air temperature on Sunday too. But the wind chills won't be as bad Sunday versus Monday morning and Tuesday morning. We are below 0 Wednesday morning. So 4 days in a row with lows at least 0 or below, we think. We start to recover a little bit going into Wednesday afternoon, back to 19, and our wind chills may start to improve a little bit. That's a wait and see. I think we'll still have some very nasty wind chills Wednesday morning. So we've got that first alert weather day Saturday night through Wednesday morning, at least 4-5 day stretch there. And then by the end of next week, we're back into the lower 20s, which is still a little bit below the average. And there could be a little bit of light snow around here. Don't really expect a lot of fanfare from that, so our snow drought is likely going to continue. We're running a big-time deficit as far as snowfall around northeastern Wisconsin. As a matter of fact, before I let you go here, I'm going to pop this up full screen real quick, and I'm going to bring in my snowfall deficit chart and just kind of show you how cold or how dry it's been. And where is that thing? I have to go to my other computer. There we go. Okay. So let's bring this up real quick, and you will see that you don't want to see me here. You want to see this right here. So this is our seasonal snowfall deficit, and ice will continue building because it's going to be very, very cold for a while, and I think we even stay on the chilly side going into a good chunk of February too. But as far as snow goes, I'm not really foreseeing a major system right now. Green Bay is down almost a foot so far this season. Marquette down about 3 feet. Milwaukee down about a foot. Wausau about a foot and a half here. Madison a foot. So we're all dealing with a significant snowfall deficit. Anybody involved with winter recreation or snow removal, it's been very difficult so far. One thing that is different this winter, unlike last winter, is that we actually do have ice, and things are looking really good as we go through time here to build more ice and keep things frozen solid for the upcoming sturgeon spearing season and any ice fishing activities around here. But it's the snow that is just lacking at this time. So that is where we are headed here as we go throughout the course of the weekend. Cold and blustery, numbing wind chills well below zero here by Sunday and early next week, but not a lot of snow. But we will have a fair amount of sunshine. All right, so that's where we are headed for the next week. I wanted to give you that first alert right here on our stream and on our app. And tune in at 9 o'clock today in just about 17 minutes for an updated look at the weather on the TV side, also at noon and later on today. With that, have yourself a great Friday and a great weekend, and stay warm.